5:12 a.m. For some reason, this is the time my baby likes to wake up. And after weeks of hoping he'd start sleeping later, I'm officially out of ideas. 5 a.m. wake-ups. Is this just the norm for some babies? This one has an update too, so we'll find out if it is just the norm. It's been over a month of 5 a.m. wake-ups. Trying to figure out if there's anything else we can do or if we just need to accept that this is going to be her wake-up time for a while. My baby is 11 months old, exactly the same as my baby right now, and has had roughly the same schedule, including the 5 a.m. wake-ups for over a month. I feel like I wrote this. 7 to 8-ish bedtime, 4 hours after she wakes up from her second nap. Yeah, my baby usually sleeps around 6:30 or 7 p.m. Nothing we've tried has changed her wake-up times. She consistently only sleeps 9 to 10 hours at night. It doesn't matter if her bedtime is closer to 7 or 8, if she's had a longer or shorter wake window before bed, if she's napped only 1.5 hours that day or 3 hours, if she's had dinner closer to bedtime or further away, etc. We did the sleep wave method for sleep training. She goes to sleep independently. And we've also tried doing the sleep wave for the early morning wake-ups, but she won't go back to sleep and ends up crying hysterically the whole time, so I don't think she has the sleep pressure to fall back asleep. Do any of y'all have experience with this? Are some babies just like this and we need to accept it? I worry because most nights she only gets 9.5 hours of nighttime sleep, but maybe she's just low sleep needs. Wondering if we're missing something or if we just need to wait for her to grow out of it. Thank you. Let's see some replies. It may mean staying the dark room, laying down, keeping it boring. We did it until 7 a.m. no matter what. Anything before 7 is middle of the night. Wow, 7, okay. So what I've been doing these days is I go up when he wakes up at 5:12 a.m. and then I lay next to the crib and I just put my hand in through. These days he falls on my hand. I guess he sleeps or he's just quiet and I fall asleep. He starts whining and he no longer wants to lie down, so I take him out, and then usually it's after 6 a.m. Another person says, have you tried moving bedtime up to 6:37? I've heard it works for some to push wake up time. Okay, so this person is saying maybe they should move bedtime earlier, which is something I've heard a lot, where when they're overtired, they wake up throughout the night or they wake up early. So you wouldn't think that's a thing, but I guess it is. But sometimes he sleeps at 6:30 and he wakes up at 5, so that means he slept for a pretty long time. So even though 5 a.m. sounds early, he is sleeping pretty well. I just need to go to bed earlier. I do want to push that to later. And the original poster replies, we haven't yet. I'm kind of scared for a 4 a.m. wake up, LOL, but we will try that next time she wakes up early from her second nap. I wonder if it's the 10-month regression, which apparently can last up to 12 months. What the fuck? What is that? What kind of regression is that? A 1-year regression? It's like there's a sleep regression every week. Someone else says mine would wake up early because it would get cold in her room around that time. Changed the thermostat and that helped a lot. Interesting. Darker curtains, blinds helped a bunch too. She regularly sleeps till 7:30 now. Oh, that sounds so nice. We have blackout curtains, so. If naps were bad, we put our little one down as early as 6 p.m. and he sleeps right through. I wonder if there's a scientific study on this. Why 5 a.m.? If they're gonna wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what time you put them to bed, you might as well put them to bed early, right? And someone else says, this is pretty much the same as my 7-month-old. I just accept my fate and try to sleep early. You know, I'm starting to feel that way too. I should just accept this and I should be happy that most nights he does sleep through. I know this phase it's not forever. Like when they're teenagers, it's gonna be hard to get them out of bed. So as the owner of a super early riser, this might just be your baby's natural wake up time. Some kids are super early risers. My son woke up at 4 a.m. from birth till about 2.5. Damn, that's tough. Then went closer to 5 a.m. He's now 3.5 and still wakes about 5 a.m. What time does he go to sleep? Overtiredness will make this worse, so beware pushing bed back too much. If you want to try it again, do it by about 15 minutes at a time and wait for a week or two before moving it back again. Personally, we just put him to bed earlier and then he gets more sleep and is happier because nothing consistently moved his wake time. I even saw sleep clinic and they were like, yeah, this is the hardest bit to change. I think once you go to one nap territory, your little one should sleep in a little later. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's read the update. For anyone coming back to this post, here's a little update. Tuesday night, after making this post, we put her to bed at 6:30 and she woke up at 4:58. Then Wednesday night, she slept from 7 until 6:30. Wow, congratulations. Thursday morning, I covered a tiny light on her baby monitor and we put her in a higher hog sleep sack for bed and she slept from 8 to 7. What? Both mornings, she woke up at 5 and cried for a few minutes but fell back asleep. So I don't know if any of the things we tried made a difference or if she just finally figured out how to go back to sleep. But hopefully this trend continues. Okay, well, good for her. I'm jealous. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, there's a thread that says, I solved my baby's early morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. waking. Yes, please. Sharing this here because I tried everything except for now this one very obvious thing. She was just cold. Our little one is 6.5 months old. Never been the best sleeper. Just went from 3 naps to 2. Not sleeping through the night. Waking once anytime between 10:30 p.m. and 2:30 a.m. to feed. And then would consistently wake up ready to start the day between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. Never hungry at this time. Did not want her bottle. Binky didn't work to soothe her. Bouncing, rocking, contact, rescue, napping would be a hit or a miss. Sometimes could get her back to sleep after 30 to 60 minutes of rocking. Sometimes not. Oh my God. 60 minutes of rocking. I tried everything. She sleeps in her own room and crib. Blackout curtains, blackout shade on doorway too. No lights on any electronics, white noise, etc. We tried an early bedtime as early as 6 p.m. We tried stretching her to 8 p.m. None of this worked. Previously, she was sleeping in footy pajamas and a woolino. The temperature in her room at night was always 69 degrees Fahrenheit. A few nights ago, when she woke up to feed, we had one of her fleece sweaters next to the crib, and out of desperation, I put it on her over her pajamas under her sleep sack. She slept until 6:30 a.m. Next morning, we put her to sleep with the extra layer, and she slept until 6:15 a.m. Same with the next day. Check if your babies are cold. I shall do that. Check temperature. It's always so hard though. I don't know what baby's feeling. When I breastfeed him before bed, I guess breastfeeding takes a lot of energy for the baby, so he's always sweating crazy. His hair is all wet. no matter what the temperature is in the room. Also, I'm confused with the sleep sacks. Like, why does no one care about cold arms? So true. And how do people layer a long sleeve onesie under a footy pajama and then a sack? Valid question. Okay, so from today's Reddit post, I got 3 things that I think I will try. One is early bedtime. Another one, I will check the temperature of the room. Maybe he's a little cold. Number 3, nap times. If this works, I will let you know. This might be in 2 years. Just kidding. I hope it's next week. That would be great. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I really hope your baby sleeps a little longer too. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Let's do this. We got this.